What up, everybody? I'm Joe, one of the Twilight cousins. Good to see you again. It's been a while. It's been about over a month since we made a last video, and tomorrow David's coming over, and we're going to do a few more videos. But today, Friday, I just got home for the weekend, so I'm sitting here bored out of my mind. So I thought I'd make my own little video. I'm going to do is show you guys all my Twilight merchandise. Now, I got a lot of shit involving Twilight. It's all surrounding me right now. I had to dig it all up. But I thought I'd, just do a little something and show you all my Twilight stuff because it's like so hard for me not to buy Twilight stuff. If there's like something new in a store, like a new calendar or a new poster that came out, I gotta buy it. I'm like, holy shit. I'll dig up the money somewhere and eventually get it. And I'll kind of be happy when part two's out and the merchandise stops, because then I won't have to buy everything. It'll take a whole lot of stress off me. But anyway, I got all my stuff surrounding me, all my posters, some drawings, some little things. I thought I'd start out with the very first books I ever bought, my very first copies that I got 3 years ago, and here they are. Twilight, New Moon. Small movie cover versions, because I didn't have a lot of money back then, so my first version of Eclipse. It's a little worn out, it's about 3 years old. But at the time, the movie wasn't out yet, so I couldn't get the movie version, but that's alright. And I got Breaking Dawn about, I don't know, I'd say 8 days later. I didn't buy it with the first three because I didn't think I needed it at the time. I was like, well, it's going to take me some time to read those three books, but I read them so fast. They were the best books I ever read. I just shot right through them, and I was like, oh my god, I got to get Breaking Dawn. There's no fucking way that I am going to be able to wait at all. So I went out and got this. Yep, and those are my first ones, and they're kind of precious to me. I almost gave them to my brother once, but I'm like, no, I want to hold on to these because, when I look at them, it really takes me back to the time I first got into Twilight. But after, I bought newer versions. Actually, my brother bought these for me as a gift because he was getting into Twilight at the time, so he went out and bought me all these hardcover versions that I keep in mint condition. Yep, that's it. And I keep them on my bookshelf, and they're in perfect condition. And I actually read them. The second time I read Twilight, I read the newer version, so there we have that. And I guess I'll show you my two Alice drawings. This was my first one right here. I forget how long ago I drew this, but it was my first Twilight drawing, my first drawing of Alice, and everybody liked it. Even David. He didn't like Twilight when I drew this, but he saw this and he's like, holy crap, that's really good. And my dad liked it too. He's like, that's probably the best drawing you ever did, and he had no idea who this was or anything. Alright, here's my second one, because I always adored this picture of her, this first Twilight picture of her. I looked at it once on the computer and I'm like, wow, I gotta draw that. Gotta make a bigger version. So yeah, I had these hanging up for a long time, along with all my other drawings. Oh. But anyway, here we got, over here, these are the Twilight programs, the movie companions that David and I cut up a whole lot. I mean, you go through them and all the pages are torn and ripped and everything because we made that Twilight project that's hanging up before me right here. That was a lot of fun. That was a really fun night. Me and David turned on some music and just got a pair of scissors out and just tore the shit out of those books. I didn't want to do that at first because the books were really nice and everything, but we were discussing it and we're like, holy shit, let's just fucking tear them up and buy frames and create our own little thing, and it was so much fun. It was the best idea. But anyway, let's see. Oh, let me show you these. This is Alice's choker necklace from the first and second movie. I think she wore it in the third. No, I don't think she did. I think she wore. She might have. I'm not sure. I can't really recall, but she wore this in a lot of the movies. 1, 2, and 3. In Breaking Dawn, she didn't. She wore like this giant chain. And here I got this little bracelet with, you know, Edward's heart and Jacob's wolf, this is my favorite thing. Out of all my Twilight merchandise, this is like, it's like my good luck charm or something. I keep it hanging up over there on the wall behind me. But anyway, it was cheap. It was like $5. I'm like, holy shit. I don't wear it or anything, but this is like, you know, Edward, Jacob, Bella's gift in the story. That was really important. So I really love that. Let's see. I got this Colin Crest frame right here, which I put Bella and Renesmee's picture in. I did this recently, like a few weeks ago, but this whole frame is really sweet. It was on sale for like $3. It was originally like $20. Oh, and along with the books, I forgot about these. We got Second Life of Bree Tanner, which was an alright book. I mean, it wasn't like the first four at all. I mean, you read this and you're like, okay, whatever. It's a pretty good story. You know, it's interesting since it's in the Twilight universe. You know, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? And I read it, and it's like a B book. It's not what Twilight was. I didn't feel the same way reading this than I did Twilight. But this was a really interesting little story. And I got the guide. And I remember when this came out, I didn't know what it was. It's like an official illustrated guide. I saw like a poster at the store. And I was like, holy shit. Just everything you need to know is in this story, in this book. I mean, even shit that you didn't learn in the Twilight books. It's all here. It's like an encyclopedia. And this has helped a lot with like writing my story, Possessed by Twilight, and just anything you want to learn. Just perfect. So Twilight fans, if you don't have this, which I'm sure you do, go get it. But anyway, recently I bought this calendar, Breaking Dawn Part 2. Now this is a perfect example of, you know, going to the store randomly, not looking to buy anything Twilight, and then all of a sudden this is sitting on the shelf, and you're like, holy shit, it's mine. This giant-ass calendar. And in here I got a few pictures that I used to have hanging up. This picture of Alice. Oh, excuse me. Picture of Rose. Picture of Edward. What's this? Oh, I got two pictures of Rose. But this is a nice giant calendar. All the characters. And I got two pictures hanging up right behind me right there. Alice and Edward and Bella. Which I took from this calendar. Because that's basically the only reason I bought the calendar, was just for the photos. You know, I know what day it is all the time on my own calendar, so I don't need a calendar. I just want the pictures. But anyway, here we go. I bought this recently. Twilight Complete. The Complete Journey, like a little magazine. It has all these little articles and photos and all this cool shit. Posters. I got a few posters that I had to rip out. But yeah, that's new. And that one book, the official illustrated guide. Or, wait. Complete Film Archive, I'm sorry. Which is like probably another one of my favorite things. And I got it last week. And you go through it, and there's just everything. Like all these prizes and all these pictures. And just all about the making, and just anything you want to learn is probably in here. I haven't really, I just kind of skimmed through it so far. But this is awesome. This is like a must-buy. You know, Twilight fans, get this. It was on sale too for like $23. Originally like $30. So I was like, not bad. But anyway, let's see. Oh, I got those posters. As you can see, I got this poster up here, which used to be a giant door poster that was in our basement. But I cut it to size because I love that picture. That picture right there of Edward and Bella is like, it really takes me back. You know, it's like when I first read the books, I stared at that image and I was like, I wonder what this story's all about. So when I see that, it really brings me back to that wonderful time of reading the books for the first time. So that poster ain't going anywhere. At least I don't think. But I got these two right here. Let me get up. This is probably my second favorite one. This giant new moon poster of Edward. That's like the ultimate picture of Edward, by the way. I mean, you look at that and that's like, oh, that's fucking Edward. You know, that's not Robert Pattinson or anything like that. That's Edward. And David has the exact same one, and I helped him buy it because he wanted a poster of Bella, Jacob, and Edward. And this one was my first Breaking Dawn poster, which I bought right after I saw the movie Part 1. I saw Part 1, I'm like, oh my god, this was the best Twilight movie there was so far. So I'm like, I'm gonna get this poster and replace it with my Alice poster. I used to have an Eclipse poster with Alice on it, and I gave it to a friend of Lindsay's, and oh my god, biggest mistake I ever made. Like a few weeks after, I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have given that away. I could have put it next to the Edward poster or something. I was like, fuck. But anyway, oh, let me show you this. This came with the official movie guide. Yep, the film archive. It's the wedding invitation from Breaking Dawn Part 1. When I first saw this, I pulled this out of the envelope in the book, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's going in a frame, because that's sweet. It's like they invited me to their wedding or something. Like, oh, that's so sweet. Perfect cardboard, everything, perfect writing. Hanging that shit right up here. But anyway, what else we got? Magazine, book, posters. Here, I'll give you a close-up of these right here. I'm going to lift the computer. 11 minutes. Here we go. That's what I currently have hanging on my wall. Picture of Edward and Bella, and I love that picture of them. That's like so Edward and Bella right there. It's like, holy shit. Almost as good as this one, but this is like, holy shit. I'm framing this, and you can see those cards below, which me and Nick collected when the Eclipse movie came out. There's that picture of Alice. I used to have an older picture in there that I showed you before. And the cards of, let's see, it's Jasper, Emmett, Rosalie, and Leah. Right here's my Twilight project, hanging on the wall ever since we made it. And there's that poster that I sort of made. And, oh yeah, I got this little Alice bookmark. Just one of those random things you see and you buy and you're like, oh, I'm going to buy that. That's kind of sweet. And, oh, my tattoo. I showed you guys this before, but I'll show it to you again. I mean, I guess this would be the ultimate Twilight, thing to get. This is going to be on me forever, so, I guess it doesn't get better than that. My newest tattoo right here is Marilyn Monroe's signature. I got all this writing on my arms now. But I love them. I love all my tattoos, so. And that's pretty much it. Oh, shit. One second. It's not it. Let me move all this shit right here. Got my Edward throw. I bought David a Jacob throw, so I told him, oh shit, I gotta get an Edward one. There we go. Breaking Dawn Part 1. Wear this when I get up in the morning. I'm like, oh shit, it's cold. I'm gonna have Edward around me. But anyway, David has his Jacob throw. I have my Edward one. What else we got? I also got an Alice shirt, which I had since before the movie Eclipse came out. I wear it all the time. I think I've worn it in a few of the videos before. Team Alice, bitch. Hell yeah. White Hayden. Motherfuckers. But, yeah. That's about it, I guess. There'll be more to come for sure, because Breaking Dawn comes out in like a month, Part 2. So they're going to have new posters. They got those forever posters where it's like, it just shows Edward, then it just shows Jacob, then it just shows Bella, and it says forever next to it, which is what Twilight is for us Twi-souls, forever. So I want to get the Bella one, I think. Nick really wants it, but I think I'm going to try to get it first. Definitely. If not, I'll get the Edward one or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's all my shit. Now I gotta clean up. Before I go, I want to say a very special hello to you, Myra, from my Twi friend from Brazil. I've been talking to her for like the past month, and she's probably one of the sweetest girls I ever met in my whole life. So I wanted to get a shout out to you, Myra. I think that's how I pronounce your name. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not really sure. I kind of forgot how it's really pronounced. I know we discussed it before, but that's what I say, Myra. And I think it's really pretty. So I want to say hi to you. And that's pretty much it. Tomorrow, David's coming over, and we're going to discuss what other videos we're going to do, and we'll upload them as soon as we can. So keep watching, and take care, fellow Twi souls. Have a good one. See you later.